The hosts suffered Derby Day heartbreak last time out as they were beaten late on by bitter rivals Sunderland. That result means it's just one win in 5 for Alan Pardew's men, who haven't kept a clean sheet since August. Chelsea left it late to defeat Manchester City last week. Fernando Torres proved to be the match winner and strengthened the Blues' title credentials. Victory last Sunday was also a third in a row for Jose Mourinho's men. A fourth on Tyneside could take them top, for a few hours at least, and Goal UK Deputy Editor Jonathan Burchell expects Chelsea to take all 3 points.
Chelsea are going to be riding a bit of a wave at the moment after the great win over City last week in the last minute from Torres. Newcastle are struggling, clearly, and Pardew's under massive pressure after the Derby defeat to Sunderland, so I'm expecting a comfortable win for Chelsea, 2-0.
Fulham welcome Manchester United to Craven Cottage. Martin Jol's side were abject in defeat to Southampton last weekend, and a midweek cup exit hasn't helped with his position now under severe scrutiny. The tide may finally be turning for David Moyes. His Manchester United side produced a rousing comeback to beat Stoke last weekend, and progress to the League Cup quarter-finals has further lightened the mood around Old Trafford.
It's a game where both managers are under pressure. I think David Moyes is especially feeling it after the poor form in the league. The Capital One Cup win over Norwich will have helped him a lot, so I expect United to bounce back just about with a tight 2-1 win.
Saturday concludes with first versus third at the Emirates as Arsenal host Liverpool. Arsenal made it 7 wins in 8 games with a 2-0 triumph at Crystal Palace last week, though the win came at a cost with Mikel Arteta sent off. Fortunately, a midweek cup tie enabled the Spaniard to serve his suspension, making him available for the weekend. Liverpool remained amongst the early pace setters with an emphatic 4-1 beating of West Brom last week. A first Anfield hat-trick for Luis Suarez means confidence is brimming on Merseyside. The Uruguayan was subject of a summer transfer bid from the Gunners and will be keen to show them what they missed out on.
It's obviously the big game of the weekend. The interesting thing for me is how Arsenal try and stop Suarez and Sturridge. They've been in incredible form as a pair. Philippe Coutinho might be back from injury, so Liverpool are going to be riding a bit of a wave at the moment. If Arsenal can contain them both, their excellent form in the league might have been hampered a little bit after the Chelsea defeat in midweek. So I'm going to say it's going to be a tight one and say 1-0.
The weekend's action concludes with the Premier League's first ever Welsh derby as Cardiff City face Swansea City. Malky Mackay's side have had a steady start to life in the top flight. A goalless draw at Norwich last time out stopped a run of 2 defeats. However, the Bluebirds sit just a point above the relegation zone, making this match against their bitter rivals even more crucial. Swansea's involvement in Europe has led to a busy fixture list. This will be their 17th game of the campaign already, but this is easily the supporters' most eagerly anticipated.
It's almost off the pitch. It's going to be the most exciting thing about this game. The first derby down in the valleys for a very long time, especially in the top flight. You can never really predict a derby game very easily, but I'm expecting Cardiff to go for it at home. They've been quite good at St David's Stadium, so a tight 1-0 win for Cardiff.
Elsewhere at the weekend, Jonathan predicts wins for Hull, Manchester City, West Brom and West Ham, with draws being played out at the Britannia Stadium and Goodison Park. And don't forget you can keep up to date with all the action on the Goal Live Match Centre.